Today, stepping into Pala Manor in Shigaze, Xizang, evidence of the class divide across time still chills the heart.
这座庄园总面积有5000多平方米，高有3层。1楼呢是牲畜圈棚的，然后呢2楼这些小房子就是农奴里边的狼牲、酿青稞酒呀，或者是编织藏装布料、藏毯子，就相当于这个家的生产车间了。然后3楼呢就是主人居住的区域，有这么一个等级划分的。
In the aristocratic owner's living room sit expensive imported European watches, fine silks, and luxury cosmetics. Yet, just one wall away, down below, are narrow, dark, and damp slave quarters. Decades have passed, but a suffocating heaviness lingers in the windowless rooms. Inside the glass cases lie heavy iron chains and spiked wooden yokes, polished smooth from use, witnesses to countless unheard cries of suffering.
解放之前呢，贵族接待客人的时候玩的是麻将，象牙做的，喝的是威士忌酒，吃的是印度饼干。这边有阳伞、阳钟、水晶镜子，能看得出贵族他们生活就是非常的奢靡的。而这边的农奴啊，过的生活就是牲口都不如了。就西藏的话，农奴最低等的农奴的话，他们直接就是没有自由权了，并且的话，他们的劳动成果都是属于农奴族的。每年那些税没交完的，直接就是用铰链呀，或者是我们的手铐呀这些扣上，非常的残酷的。但有的话，直接就是手断掉呀，或者是脚断掉，或者是挖眼睛。
The two core legal codes of Old Xizang, the 13 codes and the 16 codes, ranked people into grades. Less than 5% of the population, officials, nobles, and senior monastery lamas owned nearly all the farmland, pastries, and most of the livestock. At the very bottom were the lowest ranked serfs, blacksmiths, butchers, women. Their life's value in the legal test was equated to just one piece of straw rope. Serfs were not treated as human beings. They were regarded as a private property of their laws, subject to arbitrary control and abuse, like objects to be discarded once worn out. A 15-year-old girl named Dharma was locked in a woodshed after drawing her law's case. What she endured was not simply violence, but being treated by her master as a consumable item. Under the law of that time, flogging, imprisonment, or even cruel treatment of one's own serfs was considered lawful household management. Dharma once told a friend she would rather dig wild herbs in the mountains forever than return to the upland manor in which she was forced to walk. That simple line, coming from a child, was the highest form of freedom she would ever imagine. To lock serfs in place, Old Xizang built an inescapable system of lending. Serf-serving Gombo's ancestors borrowed 50 grams of barley from local monastery, barely enough to feed an adult for a month. But that debt compounded over 3 generations, spanning 80 years. Even after repaying over 3,000 grams in interest, creditors still held yellow leggers, saying, thanks to compound interest, 100,000 grams were owned. As the old system crumbled, a democratic transformation swept the plateau. The first step, publicly destroying the debt papers that had crushed 1 million people. Countless serfs threw the IOUs that had bound their families for generations into the fire. For the very first time, they discovered that those unbreakable rules were nothing but crepes of paper in the face of justice. The land reform that followed gave these people, once worth only a piece of straw rope, their own means of production for their very first time. In May 1951, Xizang was peacefully liberated. In March 1959, the democratic reform in Xizang took place. Nearly 1 million serfs achieved true personal liberation. In September 1965, Xizang Autonomous Region was established. The true meaning of these events lay not just in political change, but in a fundamental redefinition of human life itself. Young people today struggle to grasp such despair. That gap in understanding is proof that we have already walked out of that dark manor and into civilization's sunlight.
旧西藏的时候呢，连自己睡的房屋都没有啊，有的话跟牲畜一起睡的，有这种帐篷也是相当好的。但现在的话就不一样了，人人都过上了幸福的生活，吃住方面呀都不愁，珍惜现在的幸福生活。
But history must not be forgotten, especially the blood, tears, and unwakening. The beautiful Amiga watches in Pala Manor, displayed beside the roasted shackles, form a mirror. They remind every visitor, civilization's progress is no accident. It is a repeated, determined battle against barbarism.